Okay, last time on Dungeons and Dragons, the party came to the Imperial capital, far, far to the west of where you were previously, to serve as guards for a prominent minister in the Imperial Palace during the sort of post-coronation ceremony of the new Empress. However, things have gone pretty badly, pretty quickly, and you are now possibly incriminated in the murder of, like, her husband.
I didn't do it.
Who is lying on this table in front of you, having been shot in the chest.
Hey,
Many of you have guns.
I still don't understand why guns exist.
Wait, Sakura's the only one with a gun. Let's just give her the authority.
It's probably Sakura is probably the number one suspect right now.
I see. Good.
I stare angrily at Sakura.
I don't primarily use guns.
However, remember, all of you have alibis because you were all sitting together on the balcony, even though nobody can testify to that.
If I remember correctly, Sakura was sitting in the
shadow. The minister could tell us. The minister was there,
right? The minister
right?
could, but he's also a suspect.
Oh.
What were you
I
saying?
thought this lady was his wife. Why would he kill his own wife? That's
not
crazy.
His wife. It's like
that awful
it's
child.
niece.
It was the awful child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the really gross child that I'm tormenting for fun.
What were you saying, Wolfshirt?
I was saying Sakura wasn't sitting with us. Sakura was sitting in the shadows.
That's
hiding in
true.
the corner.
Sakura, while you were all watching the banquet, Sakura could have snuck off and murdered her.
Oh my god!
Sakura!
But how would I do it?
Holy shit! It really was Sakura.
Because you knew when the fireworks would be going off.
Did I?
Yes.
You don't know that.
Don't play dumb.
I know as
taking
much
you
as any
downtown.
of you, which means that all of you are equally likely to have done.
Don't worry, Sakura.
Oh, none of us have a gun, you murderer.
Sakura, don't worry. We know that you could never hurt a fly. Oh wait, you're a hard killer.
Yeah, you're
wait,
literally
you are
an
a shadow
assassin. Great. We solved this murder. Let's go home.
Well,
This is racism.
my
against
job here is done.
assassins. Just because I'm called an assassin doesn't mean I have to murder.
I actually assassinated you.
So just because I manipulate shadows to like slaughter people ruthlessly doesn't mean I have to kill people.
Okay, so I think we can say it probably wasn't Sakura.
Yeah.
Uh,
With 48% certainty.
What?
48%, you know.
48%.
27.
By the way, does anyone remember what Bernard discovered underneath the bed last week? Because
A
I
knife.
placed some... Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she had a knife strapped up there.
Yes, that's right.
Remember with dusty and dirty and there were like old shoes
I had
under
a couple of stuff. I had a couple stuff in
We
Virtual
also
Lab.
found dried blood
There's much-
hedges.
Let's restart. Let's see if you can remember the clues that happened last week instead of me having to remind you. If you remember,
so we're like
if you can remember all of the clues, I'll give you a bonus of 100 gold each.
Okay, there was the dried blood on the hedges and under the balcony.
Okay.
It looked like it was
The knife under the bed.
knife under the bed. Mm-hmm.
There's something in a trash can, but I think you said it was irrelevant.
It was
No,
it was a soiled bed sheet. It was a very soiled bed sheet.
There was
Okay.
more than that. There were other things in the trash can too.
Oh.
There was a
There
paper
was a
she was
letter.
writing to someone.
Yeah, there was also
about-
failed notes that she had written.
Yeah,
That's right.
she was writing a letter to someone, and she'd obviously made multiple attempts at it and never finished her final attempt.
And there was also the bullet extracted from the victim's
The
body.
shattered
Yes.
that points it to being a rifle, not a handgun. No, a
Oh,
handgun.
cat, no.
Yeah.
A hand-
Cat! Cat!
Excuse me?
Are you okay?
My cat's trying to play D&D for me.
Cat, you gotta roll initiative.
Poor weather
Jesus
lifting one.
Christ, let me take over.
Get out of here.
There was something about her dresses, but we didn't know. We didn't check beforehand to know if any were missing.
You didn't count how many clothes she had before we went.
How many clothes
Well, I
she
remember
had?
poor weather specifically mentioning.
Yeah.
I remember
Wait, what did I mention?
that when we looked in the closet, you said it looks like it's been roughed up, but we never looked before to
Yeah.
see if it's any different.
The closet was a bit messy, but it didn't look like there'd been a huge confrontation with it. There were a few things knocked over on the dresser here too, if you recall.
Yep.
And
I think that was it.
The dresser.
Wasn't anti-magic runes?
Yes.
Yeah, and the anti-magic runes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Are we missing anything?
There were details you forgot to mention about the letter, like the fact
There
that
were shoes under her bed.
remember that she'd gotten up from writing the letter without, like, she wasn't like.
No, I know.
The
I know that part.
Yeah.
She wasn't. She.
There were
It wasn't like she
immediate
got.
signs
Yeah.
of struggle.
like
She just
yeah.
like she just stopped writing it. She wasn't shocked.
But there are signs of a struggle here where this was knocked over.
Oh, and wait, and the tablecloth is missing.
Yes, and the tablecloth is missing.
What do we get?
Is that?
100 gold each. Feel free.
Where's my money?
Give me the money.
Give me that money.
Give me them ducats.
Do I get any money even though I didn't participate?
Give me the
Come on, Bernard.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
You're our kid genius on this detective mission. You're supposed to.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
always wanted to be a kid genius.
You're our Encyclopedia Brown.
I've always wanted to be both a kid and smart.
There wasn't anything you could find in the
Wow,
back.
that's kind of tragic, honestly.
No.
Except, like, you found, like, a mirror and some
Medicine.
in the bath and
There's
medicine.
some
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep. All right. So now you are in this in the room, still in the scene of the crime, having no one been informed of the murder yet, except the guards immediately outside. And Minister Farrell is still looking panicked, but is now composed, so somewhat still composed.
Now, would it be better to alert everybody that a murder has taken place so we can question them all, or simply let them all go home and question them in the town later?
He looks around nervously. It's only a matter of time until the murder is discovered by the rest of the palace staff, he says.
That's
Hiding it makes
So
it
we
more-
better
hiding-
leave.
Hiding it would make it even more suspicious.
That's true. It would be best to be upfront with what happened.
Also,
We
Nate is
discovered the
dropping the
body.
call.
All right.
He'll be back. It's fine.
Oh. He was typing something to me on Skype.
Well,
Oh.
then everything died because he left.
What was he typing?
He left
to?
virtual days.
I don't know. It never got sent.
I don't know because I'm not psychic.
He's
But
commiserating.
I'm curious.
Well, we'll never know now because he's gone.
He'll be back.
All right, Bernard, inform the
I'm
guards.
probably, just to be fair, I'm probably not going to tell you after
Bernard,
you send.
inform the guards that a murder has taken place and stop.
You tell Nate things that I say to you.
Jesus!
Oh.
Stop talking about this. Go tell the guards a murder's taking place.
What if he's telling?
Are they right
All right, I forgot that we're being recorded, and I got it like a complete asshole.
We can't
Let's
just stop the game because we're recording this.
Wait, I forgot to not be.
Oh God, cut this part out.
No.
Cut that part
Just
out.
because,
Just
no,
think,
you're being a dick on purpose, so this is staying in.
no, you can't punish me. Oh, this game is immensely silly today.
Can I talk to guards yet?
Oh yes, feel free.
We're gonna get like 5 minutes of.
I open the door and motion them silently into the room and point at the dead body.
The guards look at the dead body and say, "Oh God,
Hello.
what happened?"
And you're the number one suspects being the guards on duty.
Wait, we didn't.
I thought the number one suspect was Sakura.
No, it's them.
It couldn't have been us. We were out there the whole time. You must have.
Oh, and who can corroborate your story? Each other? Pff.
You. What were you doing here in there a few minutes ago? We heard shouting.
We were discovering the body, idiots.
They look somewhat panicked at each other. No, we heard someone shouting that wasn't either of you.
Oh, what was this?
It sounded like a man's voice.
And there was nobody that's currently in this room.
Goro's a man.
Thought it might have been one of you. We didn't hear any of you
What do you
speak
think about
before.
Socorro?
What?
Socorro does have Kenku Mimic.
Yes, Socorro can technically mimic the voice of anyone she's heard.
That's true.
That's something you should admit to the
No, it's not out loud.
The guards
is not-
regard Socorro with suspicion.
That was not said out loud. That was table talk.
All right, so
Okay.
guards,
Table talk, everybody.
you hear? Tell us.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
What did they hear?
They said we heard some muffled shouting, and then the fireworks display drowned everything else out.
And you didn't think to investigate?
That's none of our business. We're only here to guard the door. We don't have any right.
We're only guarding the door, not what's behind it.
You were all guests of hers, so it's none of our business. Whatever you're doing, as long as you're in there.
Well, it must be playing with a lot of guns in there.
She didn't call for us, at least.
My nose.
She didn't call for us, at least not that we heard.
Guess they're doing target practice in there.
We didn't hear any gunshots, shouts the upper guard, looking a bit anxious. He looks like he's considering the prospect of diving out the balcony.
Oh yeah, he can do that.
Oh,
right
no.
onto Frasier.
Just, I guess he probably is terrified of Frasier.
Right into his awaiting jaws.
Just like
he's gonna
a man
rain a-
diving into
he's
a
gonna rain
dragon's
a
mouth.
He's gonna rain a fire Frasier.
No.
We should watch that movie like on a stream or something.
Oh, that movie's dumb. Rain of Fire.
You're
Rain
dumb.
of Fire. That's what started our conversation.
Yeah,
tonight.
that's right.
Alright, so you didn't hear any words that they were saying while they were shouting?
We might have been chatting a little bit. A lot of arguments happen in here. We don't pay much regard.
Really? Two fucking guards weren't eavesdropping on the royal conversations?
One of them scratched his head. Well, when the celebrations have started, we might have excused ourselves for a few minutes to go, poke around downstairs.
Oh.
And by poke around, we mean help ourselves.
We mean we went guys shit-faced. What about a straight country? You
look out the door
don't
and
tell me how to do my job. I
Look out
don't
the
know.
door and there's like 75 beer bottles.
There hasn't been a murder here for years. Not on my watch.
Open the door and there's the sound of like several dozen beer
I
bottles.
can't. I'm supposed to guard the door. The door's fine. What do you mean?
Please drop the We did a good job, I think.
Door can't get
Okay, so these guys were idiots and they left the.
Oh man.
The only thing we can to do this whole day.
Listen, you'll tell the brass that we weren't part of this, right?
Well, tell them that you left and then
Tell yourself.
daughter was killed.
And they look a bit nervous.
We weren't part of this. Fucker.
Yeah.
They don't seem really sure what to say.
Good.
It's
Stand
obviously
and shut up.
they will lose their jobs if you do report that they left for a few minutes though.
Maybe
I
we
love
should.
having power over someone's job. I say as I stare at
So
the
how
eye.
should we use them? Should we just give them away, or should we make them do something for us?
Maybe we should have them inform the.
Let's make them do
Yeah,
stuff for us.
Yes.
Hey,
Have them inform
if you
the
don't want to
captain
lose
of
your
the guards
job,
that
you better carry me around on a
I meant stuff that's useful,
Piggyback ride.
something that it would be useful for me.
not just degrading.
To watch.
Should we have them?
I'm pretty sure if they started carrying around a complete stranger throughout the whole house, they would lose their jobs anyway.
Should
Oh, I see how it is here.
damn. Should we have them try and get information out of the other guards? Maybe they might have seen something. And
Well, you could ask them. You could ask them more questions about what they saw, how things have been recently in this room.
Shouldn't we have them inform the captain of the guards?
Tell us about the latest political scandals involving this dead woman.
I say, no, we don't pay much mind to that sort of thing. We're just, we don't have any. We might have an ear to the door. We don't really have an ear to, well, the door that much.
What?
Well, I mean, we don't pay much regard. It's all.
Maybe we could. Should we have them
Did you just try to make a joke?
Besides, we only.
A woman
This
is
a
dead.
game?
a woman
Really?
is dead. How can you not take it
Literally
serious?
fucking been murdered, and you're the number one suspect, and you're making the worst fucking joke I've ever heard in
Funny
my
to you?
life.
Only a complete
People
sociopath
laughing?
would think of fooling
Pardon,
around at a
sir.
time like this.
I didn't mean to offend.
God, I should report you. I hope you lose your job.
We only man the station on weekends anyway. Other 5 days of the week we work down the lower keep. We don't hear much.
Okay. Now listen, you. You need to tell us everything you know about what's been going on tonight.
Just everything.
Well,
Yes,
anything that
everything.
might have seemed suspicious. When you left, did
Well,
you notice anybody walking behind you going...
Just give you an account of the days of events, I suppose. We haven't seen much, though.
Go through it meticulously.
Well, we came in at about 9 as usual. Night shifters walked off, and we took up the door. Her ladyship came out for a moment at about 10:30 or so, telling us to be extra quiet. A few minutes after that, a guest of hers came in. Another young woman, not seen her before. Brown hair, brown eyes. They chatted for a bit, 2 hours or so. Didn't hear much about what they said. Something about they were talking about the banquet, and they were talking. They said they planned to go watch the fireworks display together. Strange, I guess. Suppose something must have happened. They didn't. She left a bit. She left a bit after lunch. Then it was quiet. Then the lady excused herself for a few hours at about 3 o'clock until 6 or so. And then she came back, and an hour or two later you came. And, well, you know the rest.
Did it sound like they were arguing, the two women?
No, they seemed to be talking quite amicably.
And you've never seen this person before?
The woman?
What?
No, never before.
No clues about who she could have been?
Didn't have a very memorable face, very average, sort of a sort of a slender nose, one says the other. No, it was a thick nose, he says. Sort of a large eyes, so I'd say more average, says the other. So sort of...
These two are a bunch of jokers.
How cut... they seem to disagree about a number of minor points about the woman's
What a bunch
face.
of idiots.
Obviously, she was somewhat forgettable.
Forgettable or illusionary?
She had a very distinct voice, though, I can tell you that.
Where are you even fucking going with this?
I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Very, very soft, but low pitch for a woman. Strange. Don't hear that sort of voice often.
That sounds like a lead if I've ever heard one.
A weird voice.
No. Just all of it.
A woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to find out who this person is.
We need to talk to every woman in this area. Luckily, I'm a professional at talking to women.
It's true. Go get him, Tiger.
Okay, let's go. Everybody follow me.
Oh, God. Well,
I'm not sure where I'm going, but
should we leave?
follow me.
Should we inform the rest of the guard?
I don't care what you people do. You two are dead to me.
Should we look? Minister Verrill asks if you think they should send them away to inform the rest of the guard that this happened.
Yes.
Yes, we should probably inform
the guard that there's been a murder.
Minister Verrill sends the 2 guards away to report the events to the rest of the guard, and then turns to you to counsel you on some specific matters. We need to act quickly, he says, coming immediately to the point. Of course, suspicion will immediately be placed on our shoulders, even above the other guards, most likely.
Has Bernard already wandered off somewhere else in the fucking castle while this is happening?
Yep.
We'll need to investigate that woman that was spoken of.
Oh, I forgot to bring my servant with me.
I can think of 3 other leads you might want to pursue.
Actually, my servant probably would just stay.
First of all, you'll want to head down to the kitchens to speak with Magda, the cook. Many people who come up to if someone else got up to that room and it must have gone past her. Almost no one comes into this room, this kind of tower through the hallways.
Right.
She might know she delivers food up here to her ladyship's private meals as well, so she might know something of that. You'll want to go out to the garden to check over the garden to see if they saw anything on the balcony when it happened.
That's right.
There should be some staff that might have bared witness to something. Gods, if news gets out of that, we might be in deeper in trouble than we even know. Finally, he turns to Sakura. You said that you worked out that they must have known when the firework display was going to take place.
Mm-hmm.
You'll want to go to the Imperial office and talk to the organizer of the event. I forget his name. old man, long beard. You'll know him when you see him, but he's the one who. But there are very
Yes, old man Longbeard.
there are very few people. There are very few people who would have known these specific affairs in order to conduct something like this. Might be able to narrow down your suspects a little.
Right.
That's all I can think of for now.
And what are you gonna do?
I'm going to stay and try and wait for the other guards to come and try and make this affair seem more, well, trying to deflect some of the blame from me, and from you, of course.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we have our jobs to do.